Hello, welcome back to the channel. It's finally finished and I'm really pleased with that. So watch me paint it here and talk my usual random nonsense. Without further ado, let's do some painting. Hello, welcome to my latest video. Hope you're keeping well and all that jazz. Slightly different t-shirt on today. I've got my official ink gallery merchandise. I'll put a link in the description if you want to get your hands on something like that. So anyway, I'm going to be carrying on what I've been doing the past couple of videos. This will be part 3. If you want to see part 1 and part 2, I'll put the links in the description with the ink gallery. So we'll get going. I've got a bit of a plan I formulated in my head last night. I'm going to put an escort carrier just about there in the distance. Now there's a nice bit of haze, a bit of distance here in the sea. So I'm going to have it a bit further back and yeah, a bit of a carrier. I've just scratched on a few marks of where I think it's going to go. And I'm using this reference image. Now I can't remember which ship that is. I think it's HMS Archer or its sister ship HMS Avenger, if memory serves. Escort carrier, World War II, so that's what I'm going to do. It won't look like that when I've finished. I'm going to use a bit of artistic license with the camouflage. So yeah. But anyway, the shape will be, hopefully, roughly the same. So we'll get going. Size-wise on this bit of wood, as I say, check out part 1 and part 2. But just to recap, it is 16 by 34 inches. Nice bit of wood. I'll get my palette cam turned on very briefly. Same colours as the past 2 videos, but I might as well show you anyway. So I will see you in just a second. Right, brief show around of the colours. I've got a nice turquoise colour there, which I used to make that. I used green and phthalo blue and a bit of titanium white, mixed it all up. Nice colour. It's still reasonably wet. That bit's dry, but it's still usable. I've got some grey there I made from burnt umber and ultramarine blue. Got a bit of ultramarine blue there which is reasonably damp, and some there mixed with titanium white as well, and titanium white on its own. Now that titanium white there has got a few, it's got a bit of grey mixed into it by accident and a few blues, but that doesn't matter. I'll stir it up. Still a nice colour. And we shall get going. I was going to have a break tonight and not paint, but I thought, sod it, I will. I don't want these colours to dry out anymore, and I am in the mood for painting. So anyway, I'll get my palette cam, not my palette cam, we're on the palette cam, my face cam back on, and I will see you in just a second. Right then, let's show the get on the road and get my triangular palette knife. It's a bit grubby, but it's all good fun. Get some of this grey and start plonking on. Now I've got the lines. I'm not going to put too much paint on, just a bit. Starts about there by my reckoning. Just going to glance at that reference photo every now and again. But I'm not going to copy it fully. Just gives me a rough idea what's going on. Oh, I don't know if you can hear it, but the weather's absolutely bloody shocking outside. Diabolical. I do like stormy weather, though, to a certain degree. Got shaky hands, as you know, but it seems to add to the effect. If you've got shaky hands like me, you seem to get accidental little details popping up you don't mean to do. It seems to work. God, it's hammering it down. Being at work today and got a bit wet. My arms are getting quite sore with painting every day. So I might have to have a break tomorrow. I just want to get this one done and dusted. But anyway, I hope you're keeping well. We're in the middle of storm, bloody, what's its name at the minute. So there's been quite a few bonfire parties or what have you cancelled. I remember growing up, everything seems to get cancelled nowadays. But growing up, nothing ever got cancelled, we just did it anyway, regardless. Even if it snowed or a bloody bonfire night, always found a way. Right, that's that so far. Just going to get my long scraper, just dab a bit of paint on that. Just have a bit of a deck on the go. On HMS Archer. On this particular carrier, on the earlier carriers, they didn't have a thing in the middle, you know, a tower with all the, I don't know what they call it. Anyway, modern carriers have a tower in the middle, a control tower, shippy thing. Obviously I'm not a seafaring man, so I can't think of the name. But the earlier carriers, 1918 onwards, had a flush deck with no superstructure tower thing in the middle. Right, get my small palette knife, my tiny one. Doesn't look that small on the camera, but it is really. It's my only scraper, my only palette knife with a handle attached to it. Let's get some grey, and there's a few structures and lines and struts and things going on just along there. It seems to get quite dark on that bit there. Just a mass of poles and struts holding the whole deck up. just gives me a rough idea anyway. A few little shapes and things, just briefly glancing at the picture. With my shaky hands. Right, that is the basic carrier shape on. And I might just zoom in that camera a bit. Bear with me. There we go, a bit better. Some slight adjustments. It's one thing I forgot to do before I started filming. Oh, for God's sake, silly idea. Didn't think that through. There we are. Bit better. See what I'm doing now, hopefully. Let's have a think. I'll get some titanium white. There's a bit of grey mixed in by accident, that doesn't matter. Just start adding some shapes, lines, and blocks of pigment. As I was saying, the past couple of videos, you know, it's just to confuse torpedo aiming. The idea of the dazzle camouflage that we've got, it doesn't actually hide the ship. It just hides the direction it's travelling and the distance away it is, etc. and so forth. There we go. Really simple, straightforward to do. Just a bit of practice and I'm well away. Now there's a little mast of some sort. It's kind of there. Not particularly tall. There we are. Just sort the end of that deck out a little. I'll put some blue on, you know. As I was saying yesterday, look at colourised photos of ships from even colour photos of ships, because they did have colour back then. World War II, World War One. They do have bits of blue on as well. Put some dark stripes on as well. Yeah, I'm not using any reference photo for this dazzle camouflage, it's just very random. Now along with a bit of artistic license, because I'm not a naval architect or anything like that. Not bad. A bit more blue. Simple but effective. A bit like me. Hopefully it'll be done, this video. Just put some highlights on that top deck. I've only ever seen aircraft carriers once. I was down, when was it, 1990, I was on a school trip to France and leaving Portsmouth, and there was a row of them, these bloody carriers, you know, British, which were, I mean, there was HMS Ark Royal, which was, I mean, that were big enough, but then you had American carriers, which are absolutely flipping vast. There we go, I think we are getting there. Right, just sort these struts and things out a bit. There we go, I keep leaning right back on my chair, even shutting one eye, you know. Right, I'm just going to sort out the keel. Just blur that line a bit. There we are, HMS Archer. It's much quicker than, you know, that ship. That took a while. Not bad. Right, there are a couple of bits on the deck. Oh, my picture's gone. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, flat battery, that's why. Oh, bloody hell. Let's try and guess where they are. There was something there like that. And again, it's artistic license. You know, it could be aircraft, it could be whatever. It's just lumps and bumps. Just suggestion of something on the deck. But yeah, I think that is all right. Not bad. Right, let's get some titanium white just sort out the wake on here a bit. I'm going to have some smoke on in a bit, some off here, some off Archer. Do the same, a little bit of wake. With a suggestion of. Nice long handled brush. Went on a submarine once, went on HMS Onyx, which served during the Falklands War, and my goodness, it was cramped. It really was. It must have been hard conditions, because I mean, you think of modern submarines like floating or, you know, underwater cities, but HMS Onyx was only a little diesel electric thing, 1960s I think. So it's very old fashioned, you know, a lot of World War II technology still in there from back in the day. You know, they still carried on using a lot of World War II ideas. And they're very basic. And you know, each sailor would share a bunk. It's called hot bunking. You know, you do work in watches, and one person sleep, the other will be on watch and swap around all the time. You know, constant. And you know, I was struck by, you know, each sailor literally had a little, like a cupboard, literally that big, small, just a few inches, just for a few bits, and that was it. Only tiny. But yeah, it would have been very, very cramped, and you know, I had full complement of crew, but going down to the Falklands, they had extra stuff as well. You know, not only all the supplies and everything like that, but they had a contingent of the Special Boat Squadron as well on board this submarine, so it would have been incredibly cramped. Right, I think we're just about getting there. Excuse me, dinner's repeating on me. I just smudge things over with my finger. What I'd love to do, I mean, it's on my bucket list, is go on USS Texas, World War I battleship. It's in America, so I can't get to America. I haven't got a passport or money for that matter. That's one thing I'd love to do. Correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's actually in Texas somewhere. I may be wrong. It's now a museum ship. Right, we're getting there. I'll just put a little bit of white on my fingers. Just draw it across the horizon just a little bit. create a bit of distance. Just a fraction there as well. Right, I think we're getting there, you know. What's missing? What is missing? Not a lot. Without the reference photo, I'm just guessing here. I imagine there's something there. I seem to remember the odd spot and line and bit of kit. You know, I think we're there. I'm just going to get my palette knife just to... Oh, mind you, I'm going to clean the palette knife so it doesn't get muddy. Just go like that. Oh, drop my palette knife. That's good, isn't it? But yeah, I've really enjoyed doing these ships. I always like doing ships and stuff. I'm fascinated by it all. I sometimes wish I'd been born sooner and seen, you know, the vast fleet of battleships of the home fleet and, you know, the old aircraft carriers like Archer and HMS Argus and things like that. Sadly, never be seen again. Looking quite good. A few more bits of wake. Suggestion of waves. Just smudge it down a bit with my fingers. There we go. Short and sweet, that carrier. Not bad at all. Put a few more bits on, but other than that, I think we're done. So yeah, thank you. Oh, what we do need, I might put a couple of seagulls up. I taught myself how to do seagulls. I might mess it up, so bear with me. Just put a couple of wings. Like that, in white, and then you just get a little bit of black on the tip. Quite nice, unsteady hands, cause a bit of a problem sometimes. But yeah, very simple way of doing seagulls. I saw it on an Instagram video, I thought, oh, try that. That seagull might be a bit big, but it's not bad practice, it'll do. Might be closer to the camera than, or the viewer than the ships, obviously. So otherwise it'll be bloody massive. But you get the idea. Might do another one actually. Keep the practice in. I'll do a bit higher up. I'm going to try and do it smaller this time. One in the distance. If I can. If my unsteady hands would let me. A little bit of black again at the end of my palette knife, or in this case grey. I think that one is actually better than that one, but it does the trick. Oh, it's definitely better, that one. Scrub that one. Don't like that one. Beauty with oil paint, you just scrub it off. If you make a mistake, I'm always making mistakes. More times than I care to admit. Try again. Try and do it a bit. Try and do it without thinking about it, I think. If you know what I mean, if that makes any sense whatsoever. What I don't want is to have a seagull looking identical to that one. Oh, that's a bit better. Yes, quite pleased with that. Get my little bit of grey or black or whatever you want to call it. So there we are, quick and easy way of doing seagulls. A few weeks ago I attempted it for the first time. It was an absolute bloody disaster. Don't know if you saw that video. Yeah, there we go. Really pleased. Not bad. I don't know whether the seagulls are distracting, but yeah, it's just me playing about. So yeah, there we go. HMS Archer, escort destroyer, whatever you want to call it. What we do need is a bit of smoke, so just get a little bit on the fingers. It just gives the impression the ship's actually moving. Doing so, it does mess up with the wires a little bit. You know, here it does smudge it slightly, but that doesn't matter. I can hide that quite easily. Just pretend the smoke is in front of those wires. So there we go. Now, the early carriers had smoke coming out the back here, not in the middle as you'd expect. Somewhere about there. Looking at the old photos and what have you. There we go. Done. I am I'm very pleased with that. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I think the job is a good one. I might, you know, as the days go by, I might have a look at it again and see if anything more needs adding. But other than that, I think we're done. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. It does mean a heck of a lot. Don't forget to subscribe and everything like that. If you want to get notificationated, hit that bell thing. And yeah, it's a reasonably short video today. So that was part 3. The job is a good one. I'm quite pleased with that. So without a shadow of a doubt, I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget, I am on Instagram, Facebook and dinner repeating on me, jonkidd.co.uk. So anyway, I'm done. I'm going to go and process my videos and watch television and see if I can get an early night because I'm working tomorrow. And I'll see you in the next video. So thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.